the content and how to ensure that there's consensus. We are raising questions about the authenticity of the report. Have you had a word on this, and what are your thoughts in as far as what's going on?
Yeah, I think first and foremost on a light touch, until Senator Kajwang said that he was in Homa Bay, you almost thought that they were together with Senator Gay because of the background, and they are also in grey. So I think that's just on a light note. I also just say that, the issue of America, just because it's a point I wanted to make, is a contestation of ethnicities. There is a majority minorities. They are consistently proved in the last elections that they are the majority. But then the Electoral College issue and the issues of computer. Remember, there was a computation that showed that Trump had won by a margin of 7% in certain swing states. But this has been torpedoed by mail-in votes, and that were a huge turnout. So I think it's good that I put that in perspective. But let's continue with the issue of BBI. Sam, surely the BBI that was widely circulated online, the report, is different from the one that was launched at Bomas of Kenya. I took time to read that 204 pages, but then when we went to Bomas, the document was different. And I think I can only summarize it this way, that the diagnosis was right, the prescription was actually right, but the drug was different, because instead of it original, it was a generic, And that is why you saw me leading the troops of people with disabilities and saying we do not agree with the contents of the document. But I'm happy that now the president has given the go-ahead and said that we can edit and we can have a consensus. So whatever that may have been missed, just to save the face of Paul Mwangi, if at all, can actually be made. But it is true, actually.
2 points before you carry on. Senator Mwaura, just before you carry on, two points you raised. And first is that the physical report is different from the online one, and that you're saying that there's a possibility to edit what's on paper. What is different between what we have in soft copy and what is was physically presented at the Bomas of Kenya?
I'll go straight to the issue of representation. If you look at the Article 97A of the draft amendment bill as proposed that went online, you find that it proposes 290 electoral seats, and then 70 were supposed to be through party lists. And it's very well elucidated, in the memorandum of objects. But when you look at the actually printed, it is single and multiple member first past the post. So that's a glaring anomaly that then you say that put, women, people with such other groups off balance, you see. So that stands out. When you look at even the rhetoric, look at the report. The report is very, very good. But when you come now to the actual, recommendations, the things that are said there are missing. So, that is something that you almost want to imagine that there was a copy-paste. It was sometimes done in a hurry. And many people, leave alone John Sei, many people are speaking quietly and saying they are disappointed at what happened. But I really hope that we can get it right before we go to the press, so that then we will have captured the aspirations of Kenyans.
And when you say that there's a possibility, I find it interesting when you say that as people are speaking quietly. I don't know how they do that. But when you say that the president has said that you can edit the report, where is that coming from? And who said that?
I think it was in the media over the weekend. It's not me saying. You definitely there was a meeting of the party leaders, which it was reported widely that there were some areas that were said that maybe they can be considered. And I think it's important because we don't want to have a situation where we go to a yes and no campaign just before elections. I would want us to have a consensus because this BBI report is needed by every Kenyan. Every presidential candidate needs to have a situation where he unites a country by ensuring that the top leadership of the country is diverse and reflects the face of Kenya. That can only happen through the BBI being passed. But we are concerned if it goes without any editing, for example, then where will our issues be accommodated? How will they be done so that then people feel more comfortable? So I think it is in the public domain, and I would want to encourage that conversation so that our politics are not adversarial. Moses Kajwang has just said very clearly, when you have the fusion, as I call it, of the monopoly of government and the monopoly of opposition, then it can only lead to a consensus that is beneficial to the country, rather than, saying that now we create a new form of opposition in the name of Tanga-Tanga versus Kieleweke. No. Everybody needs a constitution. The constitution is not a partisan document where you say it belongs to certain groups. No, it should be owned by all Kenyans.
Senator Kajwang.